Right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to your design challenge, building a spacesuit. Overall, the goal here is to design and draw a spacesuit that will allow you to reach another planet safely for about 30 minutes. And so I'm going to just go ahead and walk you through this entire worksheet, make sure that you know exactly what to do. So I'll start here, read along as I read to you. It says, not all planets are as friendly to life as Earth is. Some are too hot, some are too cold. Some don't have oxygen or sunlight, and others don't have water or land. You are an engineer and an astronaut at NASA. You've been studying types of planets. You've just made a breakthrough. The spaceship you've built will be able to travel all the way to your assigned planet. Your next challenge is crucial. You will need to design a spacesuit that protects you from the forces that make the planet unfriendly to life. So again, you are building a spacesuit, not building, designing, and then drawing a spacesuit that will protect you from the things on the planet that make it unfriendly to life. So if you think Earth has a lot of good things that make it friendly to life, other planets don't, you're going to need to know those things. So your assigned planet, okay, if your last name starts with A to L, anything in between that, all right, you're going to choose any inner planet you want except for Earth, which means you could do Mercury, Venus, or Mars. Your choice. Pick a planet. Okay. If your last name starts with M through Z, you are going to do any outer planet. Okay. That means Jupiter, Saturn, Neptune, Uranus, any of those 4 planets that are on the outer planets, you can choose one of those as your planet. All right. So researching and questions. It says you will need to do research on your chosen planet and answer the following questions before designing and drawing your spacesuit. So let's say that you chose Jupiter as your planet. You're going to need to become an expert on Jupiter. You're going to need to know everything about it. Okay. You must give effort and rephrase the question in your answer. Okay. Lazy work equals a lazy grade, guys. If you're not answering these questions, if you're just giving me like a few words as your answer, I'm not going to give you credit for it, and you're going to take an F on this very important assignment. Okay? So what I mean, it says, what factors make your planet inhospitable to human life? Inhospitable means unfriendly or doesn't allow life. Okay, so basically, number one, you would look at what are some of the things that make your planet hard for humans to live on it. Okay, and when you start your answer, you would say something along the lines of the factors that make my planet inhospitable are, and then you would talk about it. You would go through and you would share your answer. Okay, that needs to happen for each and every question on here. And it's important that you do that. If you don't, again, I'm going to take points off, and you're not going to get a good grade on this. Okay, lazy work, lazy grade. So there are 6 questions that you have to answer, and you're going to have to do research. What would a spacesuit need to be able to protect you from on your planet? Okay. What materials and features have past spacesuits had? So you're going to have to look up other NASA spacesuits and find out what they were made of and what are some of the special features that they had. Okay. What materials are you going to need to build your spacesuit? Okay. Maybe you design it based off one of their things. Maybe you found out there's a new material on the market that you could use. Number 5, what special features would your spacesuit have, and what safety features would it have? Number 5 is one of the most important things. Obviously, if you're going to a planet that doesn't have a surface and you can't land on it, you might need a jetpack. That could be important. Okay, make sure you talk about those here. And then number 6, what challenges might you face? Think cost, think materials, think is it actually possible to build these things? Talk about the challenges. Don't just say, I don't know, or there really aren't any challenges. If I get that answer, you're gonna hear from me, I promise. Okay. Drawing. Once you've answered all your questions, you have an idea of what your spacesuit should have and what it shouldn't have, you're going to do the drawing. Okay. It says once you've started or finished the questions, you can begin drawing. Your drawing, your final drawing, should be neat, and it should not have any erase marks on it. It should be a nice, neat paper, like fully, nicely drawn out. Do a rough draft first, and then go back and do a final draft. Okay. I'm not a good artist. I only ask that you try to do your best. Okay. I probably can't draw that well, but I would try my best to get a good grade. Okay. Drawing should have labels that tell what the special and safety features are. So if you have a jetpack, I want it labeled. If you have a special mask that protects you from the sun, I want it labeled. All right? I want those things labeled. So once you have answered your questions and you've done your drawing, you are going to present on Flipgrid, and that is the last part of this assignment. You're going to go to our class and teams, find the Flipgrid tab at the top, okay, and then sign in using your Microsoft email, which is your r2d2@pcsb.org. That's how you get in there. Hopefully, you can figure it out. If not, get with me on the questions and answers page. You're going to select the grid Spacesuit Presentations. On that page, you're going to find the green plus button and click it when you are ready to present. You're going to create a video that shows your suit. So you're going to show your picture of your spacesuit in the video, and you're going to explain some key things. Okay? And number 4 says what you're going to explain. It says you will explain by reading your answers with the questions rephrased from above. So for example, again, going back to number 1, you would have your spacesuit shown on the screen, and you would say, some factors that make my planet inhospitable include blah, 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 blah. Talk about it. And go through the questions one by one. Once you've finished with your Flipgrid, you need to look at somebody else's. You need to reply to one other Flipgrid. Okay? You need to look at their Flipgrid and reply to it. Talk about what you learned about their planet from their presentation. Okay? Only one. This activity starts on a Wednesday. It's not due until Sunday. I would suggest you get it done right away so that you only have to worry about the reply over the weekend. All right, get this done. This will be a big grade in this class. You need to make sure that you follow each step. Okay, the questions, the drawing, the presentation, very important. Okay. With that being said, if you have any other questions, please message me on Focus. Ask to meet with me on Teams. I have small group times all day long that I can meet with you, or you can ask on the questions and answers page. Thanks.